Hey everybody, welcome to Life with Jill and Michael. Today in the craft room I'm going to show you how to use the Sizzix Circle Flip It. This is a really cool thing that I saw online and I was like, this is going to be an awesome card, so I ordered it. On the inside you can see it's got a space where it's going to cut a circle out. It's also got lines where it's going to do a little crease mark so that way it'll be easy to fold. You've also got your little spacer, and this is good so that way when you run it through your Big Shot machine, that the paper doesn't sink into the center. So what I've done, I've gone ahead and cut an 8.5 by 11 sheet right in half, and I'm going to place it right on there. One of the important things when you use the mover and shaper is you've got to make sure, you don't need your metal piece for this project, is you've got to make sure that your plastic pieces match evenly so the pressure will be even the entire way through and you'll get a nice clean cut. So I'm going to put my paper and my little sandwich that I've created in here. I'm going to run it right through my Big Shot. And if you hear a cracking noise, that is the correct noise of a Big Shot. It is not breaking anything, so have no fear. Alright. Now what I've done, it cuts out a little extra, is it creates a little centerpiece here. So you fold one side this way, the other side that way. I'm going to crease it, give me a moment. And then what happens is it goes, amazing! Look at that. You've created a really easy card in one simple step, and now you can just decorate it as you'd like. Today I'm going to be decorating this card for a 30th birthday. Here we go. Now you've got your card base ready to go. Now, as you see, there's one big circle on this side. This is going to be the front of your card, and when it flips, that's where you're going to put your message right in there. So because sometimes I make a mistake when I stamp, just like everybody, I'm going to stamp my message first before I put on my pretty embellishment. That way, if I mess it up, I'll just use it for scrap for another project. Here we go. This side. Okay, here we go. Today I'm going to show you how to use embossing powder. You need some Versamark, which is watermark, and you just need any stamp. Today my message is happy birthday. I know that might be backwards in the camera, but that's just life. Put your stamp nice and firmly into the watermark, and then you're going to stamp your image right in the center or wherever you want it. Stamp it nice and hard so the message gets on there, and I don't know if you can see it in the camera, but it does say happy birthday on the watermark. Then what you're going to do is you're going to take your embossing powder, and now I like to unscrew my lid because sometimes the powder gets stuck in the grooves, but it's still a nice little canister to store it in. Unscrew it, and then just dump some embossing powder right on there. Don't worry about using too much because you can shake it back into the container. Oops, I should have done that towards the camera. There you go. And you just shake off the little excess. Let me get my Y. Get a little bit more powder on there. And shake it off. There you go. So now you've got a nice, clear image. Happy birthday. I'm going to go ahead and flick the back of the paper to get any loose embossing powder off. Set that aside. And I'm going to close this. Now I'm going to use my heat gun to do a heat emboss. I also like to use my big clothespins because that way I don't burn my fingers. If you have a heat tool, you might know that it gets very, very hot, so you can burn yourself quite easily. So I'm going to go ahead and clip this in on one side. When you use your heat gun, you want to make sure not to hold it too close to the image because it can burn your paper, it can start to wrinkle your paper. You want to hold it about 6 inches away from your paper. That way you can get a nice heat going onto your embossing powder and create a nice image. Here we go. And now, like magic, I'm not sure if that came out on video, but what happened was it took the powder from powder form and it kind of melted it, so it's kind of like a, I don't know, like a waxy feeling on that side. So there you go. Now I'm happy with my image. And see, when the recipient opens their card, it'll say, "Happy birthday!" So that's the inside of the card. And here we have our finished product. As you can see, I added a little pizzazz to it. This is a card for a male, so I wanted to make it kind of manly. I put, I don't know if this is manly or not, but 30, he's turning 30 this year. I put some ribbon with some brads, some manly brads right there. And then I also put some little ticket paper. I had gotten this paper from the Tattered Time packet of paper. So there you have it. There is your completed card, and I've got a white pen, so I'll be able to write a message from me and from my honey to our friend. Anyway, that concludes today's demonstration, and we will see you next time.